Very good evening to you with Sports Night. I'm Damien Best. Well, the first test against Zimbabwe that ended yesterday inside 4 days was a good tonic for the West Indies. Not only has it boosted the team morale, but 3 players have made significant gains in the International Cricket Council's rankings. CBC's Mark Seal reports.
Shea Hope and Ruston Chase have continued to head in the right direction in the ICC player rankings for Test batsmen. Hope scored 19 not out and 44, while Chase contributed 31 and 95, as the Windies scored 219 and 373 in that Test match against Zimbabwe. For these performances, Hope has been rewarded with a jump of 7 places that has put him in a career-high 24th position, while Chase has gained 4 places and he now sits in 37th spot. The 23-year-old Hope has recently been one of the most impressive and consistent batsmen on the international cricket circuit. He started the 3-test series against England in 99th place and he ended 30th. With that form, Hope has an outstanding chance to finish the Zimbabwe tour inside the top 20 as he trails the 20th ranked Usman Khawaja of Australia by just 8 points. The 18th ranked Craig Brathwaite remains the Windies' highest ranked batsman, though his lead over Hope has been trimmed to just 14 points. In the bowling, leg spinner Devendra Bishu, who incidentally won the ICC Emerging Cricketer of the Year back in 2011, returned figures of 5 for 79 and 4 for 105 to not only walk away with the Player of the Match award, but he also collected 62 ranking points, which have helped him from 28th to a career best 21st position. Bishu is now the Windies' highest ranked bowler, moving 4 places ahead of fast bowler Shannon Gabriel, who has slipped from 21st to 25th. Bishu is now only 8 points shy of leapfrogging England's Moeen Ali to enter the top 20 for the first time in his career. Mark Seal, CBC Sports.
Well, thanks, Mark. With the ICBL Barbados Pride team missing 8 key players due to international duty with the West Indies Test and A teams, skipper Kevin Stout says he expects a few hiccups as the opening round of the Digicel Regional 4-day competition begins tomorrow. Now, Stout says the game at Kensington Oval against rivals Trinidad and Tobago Red Force will be a learning experience for most of the young players, considering they'll be facing a pink ball under lights.
Pertaining to whether you can only control the controllables. I heard that the other day in a psychology class that the BCA Pride has put us through, and I think and that's one thing I remember for sure. You can only control the controllables. The pink ball, I mean, it's a little tricky, but at the end of the day, we're all professionals, and we have to work through different situations, circumstances, and try to, as I say, just being focused and concentrating on one thing, narrow vision. I can remember a few things out of this class. Narrow vision, concentrate on that pink ball as hard as possible. And at the end of the day, I can't fault the youngsters or the younger players who are now coming in, because at the end of the day, they're still trying to get their foot in and express themselves also. But whatever they do, I'll be happy with, because it's a process. You don't always come out and win every game, even though that would be ideal. But if you learn to find a way to groom a youngster to come through for years to come on, then I will feel good about that.
Well, Stout says the local competitions have played a major role in getting the members of the squad ready, since the inclement weather would have washed out the warm-up matches and prevented the team from practicing as a unit.
Preparation for the Barbados side, I mean, the weather wasn't kind to us, but the good thing about it, we've been playing club cricket for the past 3 to 4 months, and match practice is definitely not a factor here for us, but practicing as a team would have been the hardest part, and we didn't get that, but we still had guys playing over the weekend and doing really well. I must compliment Mr. Henry Wallace on the selection of a very good Barbados side, and as my case of captain in Barbados team for these first 2 games, I always take pride in doing that.
Well, Dennis Ramden is back at the helm of the Red Force. He noted that while his team is also young, they'll be playing some brave cricket in this competition.
Well, it's a very young team. We have young Django at the top of the order with young Salazano You have young Akil Cooper, who did well last year. Tion Webster, who came in for a couple of games, he did well. We have the veteran Marlon Richards. We have young Prime, who's doing well for himself in our setup. It's just a Bajan. So I have myself. So the young team that we have, with a gel of experience like Imran Khan in our spinning department, I think we're going to do well. The guys are excited. They are putting a lot of work with Kelvin Williams, who is the coach, and the assistant coach, which was Imran Jan, who's not here, but he's working with the rest of the guys back home. It's a young team without much experience, but the guys are willing to go and express themselves and accept the fact that in cricket you do make mistakes and fail, and there are much more failures and success. So I think the guys accept that, and they're going to play brave cricket this season. I asked them to do that, and they have no doubt to go out and express themselves, and I'll be happy with that.
Well, play starts at 2 p.m. each day with live coverage on radio station 94.7 FM. Welcome back. For the first time in the history of the Guardian Group Herman Griffith Primary Schools cricket competition, a number of schools will be combining to form a single team when the tournament gets going this Friday. That combined school squad will be one of 53 registered for this year's tournament, an increase from 47 last year.
A total of 53 schools will be participating this year in this year's competition. And for the first time in this competition, we'll be seeing primary schools joining forces to compete in this competition. There are St. Winifred's and St. Angela's who will be playing together, and Valchase Primary and Altigea Primary who will also be playing together in this year's competition. We have Charles F. Broome Primary, St. Bartholomew's Primary, St. Catherine Primaries, St. Elizabeth Primary returning to competition after a short layoff.
Well, he added there will also be a new rule this year.
There is one rule change in this year's competition, and it comes under bowling, and it reads as follows: wides and the balls will not be rebowled except in the last 2 overs of the innings, when wides and the balls must be rebowled. Any ball bowled down the leg side will be called a wide. Wides and the balls should be scored as 2 wides or 2 no balls, plus any additional runs taken by the batsman.
Well, West Indies women cricketer Hayley Matthews, who was present with the likes of Barbados players Jonathan Carter and Anthony Allen, all of whom had passed through this competition, say the experience molded her to become the cricketer she is today.
My 3 years playing in the Herman Griffith tournament really helped to lay a foundation for my game, as I was able to represent the Barbados women's under 19 team at the tender age of 9, and then making my first senior team at the age of 12 through having the experience of playing in the tournament. From then on, it has been leaps and bounds for me, being able to represent Barbados and then on to the West Indies at just age 16. Because of my journey and the kind of foundation this tournament has laid for me, I will always endorse it as something to spur youth cricket in the island, which will then filter into making great players in the future, as we have seen with so many players on so many occasions.
Well, the tournament bowls off on Friday with the feature match being Wesley Hall versus St. Giles at Friendship. Well, half-centuries from Shikhar Dhawan and Dinesh Karthik helped India to a comfortable 6-wicket victory over New Zealand in their second one-day international today at Pune, levelling the 3-match series at 1-1. Well, after India's bowlers had restricted New Zealand to a modest 234 9 in their 50 overs, with player of the match Bhuvaneshwar Kumar taking 3 for 45 and Henry Nicholls top scoring with 42, the hosts then needed only 46 overs to reach 232 for 4 in reply. Dhawan top scored with 68 and Karthik hit an unbeaten 64. We have highlights from the successful chase.
Wonderful. Beautiful punch off the back foot. Another boundary. Clipped away, gone, yes. There'll be 4 more. Wow. Got onto that, plenty of it indeed.
Nice shot. Nice shot.
To come on nicely to the bat.
Right now he's going.
Ran onto the off stump. And there's 50. 50 for Shikadawan of 63 balls. It's been a fine innings.
Swung away. Gone, gone. He just toss one up. And Pandya goes for it. And as usual, the field red long on is a spectator like all of us are.
For a 50. It's found the gap. It's a short ball that gets him going.
All in the 120s. From Saudi, this is timing. After a pull shot, a beautifully timed shot. A great shot. And that's his 50. What a way to get to his 50. His 9th in one-day internationals.
Oh, catch!
Gone. Might have gone off the inside of the bat, but will reach the boundary for 4. Oh, he's found the gap for 4. What a lovely way to finish this game. Classical cover drive from a very gifted batsman, Dinesh Karthik, who's used this match really well. Comes back 64 not out, and India win with 4 overs left.
Well, India, who had lost the first ODI in Mumbai by 6 wickets, will face the Black Caps again in Sunday's decider in Kanpur. Welcome back. Well, a new secondary school road tennis tournament has begun, with the emphasis being on building the sport. The King of the Schools Road Tennis Tournament will run till the 8th of December and will see some $1,500 being given to the winning school. The tournament in its inaugural year will be the first to award school children with prize money, as the winning team will split a portion of the money between the players. The format is different from the primary schools competition, as there will be 3 singles and a doubles match. Organizer Roland Jones says the plan is to improve the sport from the ground up.
What we found with individuals is that some schools will bring 3 persons, some schools will bring 20, some schools will bring 100. We're giving the schools opportunity to find other players inside the school, and we're asking for 7 persons to be part of the team. 5 will be playing and 2 will be on reserves. So we found that there's road tennis in primary school and we got professional road tennis, but there's no road tennis in secondary schools. So we're developing the players even more when continuing from primary school. What we're looking at is to develop our sport. We found that we try to develop different sports around the region. We develop football, we develop basketball, all kinds of sports, but we not really focusing on what's ours. Road tennis is ours.
Well, it's that time to tell you what's happening tomorrow, October 26th. Well, the opening round of the Digicel Regional 4-day cricket competition begins tomorrow with the Barbados Pride at home to TNT Red Force. The play starts at 2 p.m. with live coverage on radio station 94.7 FM. And there's primary school road tennis that continues at the Ruby Sports Club from 10 a.m. Well, the secondary school version is at Frederick Smith and CP from 2:45 p.m. Secondary schools, basketball and netball resumes with games across the island from 3:15 p.m. And weather permitting, the Granny Adams International Airport T20 will have a doubleheader at Rice's from 7 p.m. Well, that's our midweek version of sports. Tomorrow, we have another package for you. I'm Damien Best. Good night.
You're watching CBC TV 8 in beautiful Barbados.